It's been more than a year now. Jason Garrett's chair in the big office went cold. Then it was filled in the big office by a big body in Mike McCarthy. And now Jason Garrett's talking a little bit about it. Mike Fisher reporting from Frisco, from the Fishbowl, Frisco, home of the Dallas Cowboys. Jason Garrett's longtime home, of course, here in North Texas, first as a player, then as an assistant coach, and then for a decade as the head coach here, wore out his welcome in the sense they did not win enough games, and that's a fact. Did he do some positive things? Of course he did. I know some of you still want to deny that, but it's true. Did he do enough positive things ultimately? No, because you gotta, 10 years is a long time to not get anywhere near, forget over the top, to not get anywhere near the top. They never even approached the top, and that's a fact. But Jason Garrett now, looking back on his Dallas days, uses one word over and over and over again: gratitude, or some version of it. Quote from Garrett: "I'm just so grateful for that experience as a player there, as an assistant coach, as a head coach, to have the opportunity for 9.5 years to be the head coach." Garrett set to begin his second season now as the offensive coordinator for the New York Giants. He did a visit on Morton Anderson's podcast. NFL kicker Morton Anderson has a fun podcast. Garrett, second longest tenured head coach in Cowboys history behind Landry, won 85 games. Again, that's 9.5 years. You do the math. That's 8 and 8-ish. Led the Cowboys to 3 NFC East titles. But I think there was, off the top of my head, there was 3 times when if they win the final game, they win the NFC title again, and they couldn't win the final regular season game. Sometimes by the length of a pinky fingernail. He had 8 seasons of 500 or better, which should be the foundation of doing the next best thing, and they never did. Goes 8 and 8 again in 2019, and here comes McCarthy, after Garrett hung around in the building for a long time. Was Aikman's backup, won 2 Super Bowl rings, part of the Cowboys family here. No doubt about that. Even as a member of the Giants now, there's still a connection, right? 10 years, and you got a connection, right? Memorable performance in the 94 Thanksgiving Day game. Aikman was out, Rodney Peete was out. He talks about being grateful now, Garrett does, to the Jones family, and wants his legacy here, I think, wants it to clearly be this. Another one word: fight. He made a big deal on this Morton Anderson podcast about fight. We instilled it right from the start, he says. Fight. Every year, everybody got a t-shirt and a hoodie that just said fight across the chest. And Garrett says that's something I felt was the core of the program. Now, those exclusive t-shirts that are available to you for purchase in the Teespring store, the fish market. Garrett saw me wearing those all the time. And one day he came up to me at the start and he goes, "Are you making fun of me?" I go, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, it's the exact same blue as the Cowboys shirts that I hand out. And it says exclusive, and it's the exact same lettering that I use for fight." I said, "Red Ball, I'm not making fun of you, but if you think I'm not surfing off you for commerce, there you're mistaken. I absolutely copied you, but I'm not mocking. I'm mimicking you, not mocking you." But Garrett's position, and I'll quote him here: "I felt fight was the core of our program. We're going to fight every day to be our best, fight every day to accomplish our mission, fight every day to build a team that we're proud to be a part of." They never quite did it. What did happen with Jason Garrett, even though those outside the building found it all to be quite corny, you can't get 53 guys to all be on your side. That's impossible. But most of the guys that played for Garrett for any extent of time realized, man, it's corny. But he means it. Man, it's corny to hand out t-shirts every year that say fight. But he believes it. Man, this is bumper sticker philosophical hoo-ha. Except Jason Garrett grew up listening to his dad talk that way, plus some cuss words, at the breakfast table. And so he talks that way. And his dad, the late Jim Garrett, was sincere about it, and Jason's sincere about it too. He does reach you with this message. He just never quite reached even approach to the top, which is why Jason Garrett is now talking about Dallas from New York. Fish out.